Double wing back, traditional offense for Vigor. Gallery in motion. Play action, Jones to pass, throws, Bright over the middle, intercepted. At the 25 to the 30, that is Terrence Johnson, tripped up to the 38, Blount's ball.
And Piron came
There is a flag on the play, though.
Where's the flag?
I see a flag back at the 38, or is it? Yeah, that's a yellow flag.
Yeah, but that is after the interception, I'm sure.
That was the second Vigor turnover, and it's against Vigor.
First down.
Declined. Blount has the ball at the 38.
They called offensive pass interference against Vigor, and of course Blount declines it to take the football.
Ball is resting between the 38 and the 39. The Leopards back on offense. They trail 7-0, 2:54 to go, third quarter. And now the Blount Leopard fans have something to cheer about. There's the center. That is Jonathan Brown, a 3-year starter wearing number 53. The Vigor defense, 4-man front. Now they show a 5- and a 6-man front. They're expecting a run. The tailback is Jermaine Morissette in his second game. He gets the call, runs right, and right into Big Ed Frazier, down for a loss. Frazier all over him.
Well, he had a bevy of Vigor green shirts all over him, but Ed Frazier was there first. And after Frazier got there, then the linebackers were able to get there, and he just didn't go very far. That's not a gain at all. It's a negative play, as a matter of fact, brings up second and 11.
DeAndre Green has had a quiet game as he goes off the field now. Wideouts left and right. In fact, 2 to the right for Blount, 1 to the left with a high formation behind Aaron James on second down. He's back to pass. He's looking. He's running. He's at the 35. Runs to his left. Nice run to the 40. He's up to the 45. He's at midfield, and Aaron James is spilled. Crossing midfield down to the 48 by D'Angelo Merriweather and Jeremy Washington.
Well, Lee, that was a great run that time by Aaron James, but who really made that play, Lee, was number 84, Mike Miller. He came back and made a block on the 2 pursuing Vigor players. He eliminated 2 players and allowed Aaron James to pick up another 10 yards on the play.
Well, Rick, I'm giving you the 2-minute warning because that's how many minutes remain, and the clock is running here in the third quarter. 7-0 Vigor. That first quarter touchdown still holding up. First down 10 at the Vigor 49. James takes. James gonna run. Midfield to his left. Nice move outside. Flag thrown. He's knocked out of bounds at the 44, but looks like a holding call against Blount. Will nullify it and bring it back.
Well, they had a huddle over there that time. 3 of the Blount linemen had 2 of the Vigor linemen huddled in there, and they were grabbing them and everything else. So that was what you call a scrum play there.
We talk about the defenses, Rick, but to be honest, it's not only the defenses, but both offenses are really shooting themselves in the foot with penalties.
Well, they absolutely are, Lee. And in a game of this intensity, that's what generally happens. It's you're too anxious, and that's exactly what's happening.
1:36 remaining here in the third quarter as this one's coming back.
First down.
They need the 39 for a first. They're back at their own 41.
Well, they're definitely going to throw here, Lee, and if they throw quick pass over the middle is what's open for them.
Derek Pugh lined up far to the left. In fact, he's almost on the Vigor bench. 2 to the right, and they'll run the draw. Morissette 40. Morissette tripped up at the 42. What a play by Roderick Jones. That is Anthony Rabb's replacement, Rick.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, Anthony Rabb is going to be proud of Roderick Jones right there. Morissette had a big play on the sprint draw, but Roderick Jones comes up and makes a big league tackle in the open field one-on-one tackle. That was a big league play right there.
Alaric Scott checks into the Vigor lineup. 6'1" senior, one of their sack leaders. He has 7 this year. It's going to be second down and 19. Under a minute to go in the third quarter, which is moved by at a very rapid pace. Shotgun. James to pass. Back at the 30. Fires it upfield. Caught for a first down, actually up to the 49-yard line. They still need 10 more yards. That ball was rifled to Marlon Reed. Cleve Smith was there. Marlon Reed actually had to dive for it, did not get up and run it. Caught it at about the 49-yard line, so it's going to be third down and 9. But well thrown pass that time by Aaron James.
That's the Anthony James. And Lee, Coach Perrine, Perrine is really giving Harville Owens an earful. He's claiming, I think, that they're holding the defensive end, and Harville can only do all he can do out here.
Vigor coaches want a timeout. Ball is snapped, and they get the timeout just as the ball is being snapped. And now Coach Perrine seems to be upset with the sideline. I don't know, did he want a timeout? But the coaches called it with only 6 seconds to go in the third quarter. Why burn up a timeout is the question, I'm sure. And Coach Perrine comes out wearing that black glove in memory of the late coach Harold Clark, wearing it on his left hand. Will take a timeout. This is the Comcast Cable WNTM 710 High School Football Game of the Week. It'll continue in 30 seconds. The Vigor coach, James Perrine, still carrying on a running commentary, as you said, Rick. How many cars did you see lined up along I-65 tonight?
Lee, I saw 6 over there, but I may not count very good, but there's some over there that don't have their lights on.
Does that count the total attendance?
I don't know.
Third down and 9. Shotgun James back to pass. The Blount quarterback at his own 45 fires it upfield, and that ball is caught down to the 36. That's a first down. A great catch by DeAndre Green. His first reception tonight, and it is a first down.
Again, Aaron James is throwing the ball low. The ball is low. He's just, I don't believe he's 100% lead, but an 85% Aaron James is better than most.
Do I? That is the end of the third quarter. Third quarter has come to an end on the first down. Well, actually, the play that gets the first down. And that'll do it after 3 quarters here at Pritchard Municipal Stadium. The score, Vigor 7, Blount nothing. We'll enter the fourth quarter as you listen to the WNTM 710 Comcast Cable High School Football Game of the Week. We'll return in 1 minute. Quarter with Vigor leading Blount 7-0, and Blount has had very few scoring opportunities, but right now they're in the midst of one. Down to the Vigor 36. James to pass, looks over the middle, throws, caught. Great catch by DeAndre Green, who was hit right after the catch and spilled at the 24 by Adrian Singleton. He gained 8 yards on that slant over the middle.
Well, there you go. 1, 2, 3 throw, Lee.
There's another flag upfield, though.
Oh, but doggone, I hate that for either team. All these flags. But Lee, what did they do? They called holding that time, didn't they?
I didn't think they had enough time to hold.
But that's what.
I'm not questioning the call. I'm just saying he threw the ball so quick.
Right. But that's what Blount's got to do. They've got to do that in order to be successful against this Vigor defense.
Well, you're not talking about holding now.
No, I'm talking about throwing a 1, 2, 3, throw the football. Get rid of it quick and let those little receivers make big plays out of it.
Ball comes back to midfield, Rick, and again, penalties crippling both offenses.
And Lee, that's Paul Green that's throwing it, and I'll bet my house that if Paul Green threw it, it was a penalty.
I'll check with him because I've been looking to move over to the Eastern Shore.
I got a great deal for you, Lee.
On first down, back to pass. James in a crowd. He throws incomplete. He was hit as he threw it, and he had nothing on that pass as he let the ball go and then got spilled by Jeremy Singleton and others. There are a lot of green-clad Vigor Wolves right around him.
Well, Vigor just teed off that time and went directly to the quarterback. They obviously felt like he was going to throw the football, and they teed off and went on a bull rush right at him.
Well, it's 26 yards away from a first down. Make it 24 yards from a first down. Second down and 24. From midfield, they need the 26. They load up the shotgun. Lee, I should say, is the fullback. 2 wide outs to each side. That's 4. James in trouble, steps into the pocket, dancing around, throws, incomplete. As the intended receiver, Reed, got jarred from behind. D'Angelo Merriweather left his number 9 imprinted on Marlon Reed at the 40.
But that was still a ball that should have been caught. Marlon Reed goes up with his hands to catch the football the way he's been taught, and it just goes through his arm. Now, Lee, he threw that football like he meant business. Reminded me of George Meyer. Remember George?
Oh, do I ever.
Oh, he threw it.
Threw it too hard.
Man, he threw it. Does he play baseball? Can he pitch? Great.
Talking about Aaron James?
Yes, sir.
Probably.
Boy, he threw
Ironically, the baseball coach at Vigor wants Damian Jones to pitch, but says he really doesn't want to. Back to pass is James at his own 40. He's in trouble now. He'll start to run to the left at the 45-yard line. Now he's going to take it upfield past midfield into Vigor territory, out of bounds at the 46-yard line. Roderick Jones was there to put him out of bounds. Gained only 4 yards. It's going to be 4th down and 20.
You know, the thing there, Roderick Jones comes up in pursuit. Aaron James is pumping the ball like he's going to throw it. Roderick Jones never phases it. He just goes up and makes a tackle, knocks him out of bounds.
It's going to be 4th down and 20. Standing back at the 40-yard line, DeAndre Green, who probably has punted more tonight than he has in his last 4 or 5 games. Deep is Pirine. Singleton about 20 yards down. Look at this punt by Green. This one's heading for the end zone and will make it. So the ball will come out to the 20-yard line, and Vigor will have it. They have 10:44 remaining in the 4th quarter. And Rick, if they ever can get their running attack going like they have this year, of course they're facing an entirely different type of defense tonight. They're the type of team that can kill off about 7 to 8 minutes on the clock if they can pick up those first downs.
Well, there's no question that they got the offensive line to do it. But they're playing against an inspired Blount defense, and Blount is getting penetration off of this offensive line, and that with their quickness, and that's taken away from the Vigor running game.
First down and 10 for Vigor. Out of the wing tee, and the quarterback will keep. He'll come around the left to the 20, up near the 23 as he finally is spilled for about a 3-yard gain. There is DeMarco McNeil, who made the stop.
Well, DeMarco made the final stop, but Mike Wiley was right there again. Those two guys that play that 3 technique, and they float in there. In other words, they're the 2 interior defensive players, and they're putting a tremendous amount of pressure on this Vigor running game. Mike Wiley and DeMarco McNeil. Those two are making an impression on me lately.
Have you noticed that Gallery hasn't been running much lately? 2nd and 7. Damian Jones, the quarterback, takes, and he'll give to Terrence Pirine. Tries the right side on a counter. He's dumped in the backfield. He'll lose about 5 because number 58, DeMarco McNeil, was there.
Yeah, but Lee, that time the man that made the play was Darrell Williams. He came up, and Maurice Gallery was leading the play, and Darrell Williams hit him about as hard as he could hit him. As a matter of fact, when Gallery got up, he walked over to him, was going to say something to him, but one of those big offensive linemen said, you don't want any part of Darrell Williams. This
could be a real big play for Blount's defense if they can pin Vigor on 3rd down and 13 and force them to punt. Anthony Parker checks in as a wideout to the left. He's a little guy. He's not too little. It's 6'2" he's listed here.
This is the biggest play of the game so far up to this point.
Jones to pass. He's in a crowd. He's sacked back at the 11-yard line. He waited too long. Mike Wiley led the charge, and a bunch of other leopards.
Who is it? Who is it? Same 2. Mike Wiley and DeMarco McNeil.
Yeah, McNeil was there too. I see him getting up, and Wiley too.
Well, up to this point, Lee, that was the biggest play of the game for Blount, because now they're going to get pretty good field position unless Damian Jones hits another flying wedge out of here.
Well, he punted earlier this game and almost punted it out of the stadium. Damian Jones standing back inside the 5 near his goal line. Casher and Bernard Pugh. The punt by Damian Jones, a low line drive kick, good distance, hits it midfield. Gets past Casher, picks it up at the 40. Casher to the 45. Casher is going down at the 45-yard line. So they still have great field position at the 45-yard line, trailing 7-0 to Vigor in the 4th quarter. Alaric Scott on the tackle, 8:33 to go in the 4th quarter.
Well, Blount's really, it's getting time where Blount's going to have to make something happen offensively. They really need to put a score on the board here, Lee. And, Vigor's got the kind of offense, if they get a drive going, they can eat up 7 or 8 minutes of the game.
Aaron James leads the Leopards up to the line of scrimmage. He has a single setback. That looks like Franklin. They have wideouts, 2 of them to the left, 1 to the right. They send the fullback in motion, and they'll run the tailback straight ahead for maybe 2 yards, and not much more up to the 47-yard line.
That's Edward Frazier again. He's mammoth in there, Lee.
That almost seems kind of unfair at 6'7", and he tackles that little guy, Morissette. Morissette was the one running the football. Morissette's not too little, but he is 5'10", 170, and Frazier's what, 294, 6'7"?
Lee, I hope Edward Frazier will get everything in order he has to get in order. I think he's got a great future in this game if he'll take care of the business he needs to take care of.
Well, there's another spectator on I-65. Truck stop maybe. James throws, dropped over on the 43-yard line. The man was there. He was open. That would have been a first down. And Kennard Pugh could not handle it. Jeremy Washington was in the neighborhood.
Lee, that's a direct result of these receptions that once they catch the ball, they're getting stuck as soon as they catch it. These receivers are mindful of that, and they know as soon as they catch it or touch it, the Vigor defensive backs are going to plant a seed in them right in their back.
Well, the defense sends in their third down backs. The substitutions of Jeremy Singleton and Jason Lewis, more defensive backs against Blount's vaulted passing attack. 3rd down and 7. Shotgun James at the 40, in trouble, scrambles out, running for his life on the right, throws, and that ball is incomplete. At the 38-yard line, there is a flag as Aaron James went out of bounds, and he may have been roughed up a bit.
He was. That was Edward Frazier. He roughed the passer after the ball was thrown.
And Paul Green was right there to make the call, and that will save this drive for Blount, at least for now.
I may have given him the Sports Illustrated jinx there, Lee. I bragged on him to play before, and he made a mistake that the young player, just a player of his stature, shouldn't make, just to be real honest about it.
Well, it was a 3rd down and 7. The pass was incomplete, but roughing the passer, keep the drive alive. And the mark-off against Vigor inside the 39.
That's a big penalty for Blount and against Vigor.
Does this game have the makings of overtime?
I think definitely it does, Lee. I mean, I think it really does.
Paul Green's flag is getting a workout here. There have been a number of penalties in this game. 1st down 10, emotions running high. And that normally does happen in a game like this, where emotions are running as high as they are. 1st down 10 at the Vigor 40, trailing 7-0. James back to pass. James in the pocket. James will throw out of the pocket. That's caught. Across the field at the 20-yard line. Down inside the 20 to the 19. That is Mike Miller, who made the grab. Cleve Smith on his back finally brought him down. And now Blount will have 1st and 10 at the Vigor 19.
Well, they hit what they do is they run the slant across the middle. And it's been there all night. And they hit it, connect it, big 1st down. Good throw, good reception. Blount's on the move, and this is a drive that they've got to take in for a score, Lee. They may not get the ball back if they don't.
Maurice Gallery's 1st quarter touchdown. The only score so far, 7-0 Vigor, but Blount with one of its best scoring opportunities in this game. Back to pass, Aaron James from the 20. He'll throw, and that ball is incomplete. I couldn't believe he almost caught it as the receiver Miller was sandwiched between 2 defenders. Lewis was one of them, and the other one was Roderick Jones. And you talk about being in the middle of a sandwich. Miller almost made a miraculous catch.
Well, if that ball would have been completed, it would have been an unbelievable completion, Lee. The thing that we need to be mindful of here is the closer Blount gets to Vigor's goal line, the harder it is for their offense to operate, because they're a passing offense. It's difficult for them to operate there. Now with Morissette, it adds a new dimension to them with the running game.
Well, Morissette is the lone running back behind James. 2nd and 10 from the Vigor 20. Back to pass, delay, run. Here's Morissette running to his left. He is still on his feet to the 15, to the 10, inside the 10, and he's finally going to be ridden out of bounds inside the 10 after a 1st down by Roderick Jones. And now the Blount Leopards are inside the 10. They'll have 1st and goal.
Well, that's the dimension that we hadn't seen. We see Morissette makes a difference here, and as he ran the sprint draw that time, the ball took off up the middle, and he took off immediately toward the Blount sideline on the left side. He cut it upfield and made a big gain for a 1st down.
Referee takes a timeout momentarily. Blount's ball, 1st and 10 inside the 10.
Well,
actually 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
I'm not sure what he's doing over there, Lee, but I'm pretty sure that they're going to have to get this crowd back. This crowd is literally almost on the field, Lee.
That's a good point, Rick. Everybody in Pritchard wants to see this game, and just about all of them are here. Vigor wants a timeout. The Vigor coaches want a timeout. And now one of the Vigor players sees the sign from the bench. Timeout Vigor, 7:02 to go, 4th quarter. Vigor 7, Blount nothing. The game shaping up as we had hoped for, close, highly intensified. On the Comcast cable, WNTM 710 High School Football Game of the Week will continue in 30 seconds. It's been Vigor 7, Blount nothing since early in the 1st quarter. Defenses have prevailed with a lot of help from penalties, which has stymied a lot of offensive output. It's going to be first and goal from the 7. By the way, Rick, our truck driver who was watching on I-65 apparently had to go to work. He left.
Maybe he's supposed to bring me my papers.
First and goal. Aaron James will take the snap from his center, Jonathan Blount. Double wide out to the right. James looking to the right, throws. That's, oh, he had him and he dropped it. Kennard, Q in the end zone, had it and dropped it. It'll be second and goal.
Well, that penalty will not be called, but they ran a pick play, Lee. They ran the pick play just as sure as we're sitting here. They ran the X, and they got away with it. Ben Harris says that's a great call. That's a great call. The pick was there, and it was just dropped by the receiver.
Second down and goal from the 7. Trips to the right. James will run the quarterback draw, drop the ball. It's loose, a fumble at the goal line. Rick says Blount has it, and I think you're right. No touchdown, but it looks like it's around the 1-yard line. It is Blount's football. How about that for dodging a bullet? The quarterback fumbled, and one of his either receivers or linemen got it back.
One of the linemen had it, Lee.
Boy, whoever came up with that, and I think it's, is it Mike Thomas?
I'll tell you in just a second, Lee. Whoever gets that right there is it. That's the one right there.
Well, I didn't see exactly who the number was.
I'll tell you.
It may have been, I'm not even going to try to call it. It's third down and goal from the 2.
Jonathan Brown got that ball, Lee.
The center. 6:36 to go. And here comes one of your big plays. Third and goal at the Vigor 3. Wide outs, 2 of them to the left. The quarterback will keep. He'll go to the goal line. Did he get in? And he did. Touchdown. No, he didn't. I didn't see the, yeah, he did. Touchdown. He did get in. Touchdown, Blount.
But now this is the part of Blount's game that I think is suspect.
Injured player, Rick. Injured player. 1 touchdown. Quarterback James on the keeper. 6:16 to go. 4th quarter. Injured Blount player.
Well, they got to back off from the injured player, and that extra point team has got to gather their thoughts. They got to kick this extra point. You know, we saw them against LaFleur, and they were 0 for 6 on extra points. Antoine
Hill is their kicker. He's in the game right now. This will be his first try tonight, of course. First time that Blount has scored. A lot of pressure on this youngster. I don't know how he has done this year. We don't have all of the Blount stats on PATs. Well, we do have obviously a timeout on the field as the injured player is being attended to. 6:16 to go in the 4th quarter. 7-6 Vigor. This is the Comcast cable. WNTM 710 High School Football Game of the Week. And we'll continue in 30 seconds.
Choose our rocks.
Ball a snap. Kick is up, and it is good. We're tied at 7 as Antoine Hill has kicked.